Do you feel like every single time you go out, it's like people are just against you? It's like they woke up today heading this mission to fuck you up for no reason, right? Ha- Fucking hell, it used to happen to me every single fucking damn time. And I realized that and taking this into consideration and taking down my pride and ego and understanding that it wasn't them at all. It was me surprising. And it might be you too. I thought that if people look me weird, that says something that I didn't like, it was because they were against me. They were out to get me. But soon enough, I realized that that wasn't the case. And I want to tell you something that might change a lot. People is not out there to get you at all. And it might sound counterintuitive, like, okay, so how you go about it? Here's the thing that I realized is that you're wearing something that's been causing you the whole time, and it's not your outfit, right? It's not how you look and everything. It's a lens. It's the glasses that you cannot even see that's fucking dictating your whole life. You've seen your life from this glass that's fearful. Is fearful of this person. If they're laughing, you interpretate that them laughing at you, even though your brain knows that that's not the case. Even though in real life that's not the case. But your brain takes it as they're laughing at me. And I can say this because, bro, it used to happen to me every time. It's like something's wrong with me. Like, what's going on? Now you might be saying like, okay, so how do you explain that people just look at me weird? They say like, oh, what the hell is that? And all that stuff. How do you explain that? Let me tell you something. I don't want to get too sciencey here, like oh science stuff. But basically there is something called in our brain called RAS. I think it was reticular activity system, something like that, right? If you wanna look it up, you can look it up RAS. Basically, RAS means that our brain always looks for confirmations or proof of being right. Basically, let's say you woke up late today and you feel really, really bad, right? Basically, all of a sudden, you're gonna look more bad things throughout your life. It's like, okay, something bad happened in the morning. Your brain is gonna look like, look, this happened, now that happened. Now, because of that, your brain only looks for bad things. That's why people say like, oh, you gotta start your morning right. That's the reason why. Because that one thing can cause the whole thing, if you're not aware, fuck your whole day off. Or even your week, months, years, your whole life. So it is crucial for you to understand and be aware of how this part of your brain works. Basically, it works in terms of the proof. Let's say you might think people are looking at you weird. That might not be the case, but your brain does. Now, the second thing that it might really, really help you out with this thing is that stop seeing that people are against you every time. They are not. It's because we are conditioned in a way that we need to be better. We need to be this fucking guy, right? It doesn't work like that. It doesn't. It just makes us even worse, more insecure. And it's hard to admit, but when you do it, the relief you're gonna feel, the easiness. And you're just gonna feel like, fuck, since how the fuck I became this ease like in my body. And people are like, oh damn, this guy is cold. Without you being the cold guy. That's how it works. People stop caring about themselves. They don't put themselves me versus them, but me and them. Stop looking people like people are just against me. Start seeing that people are with you. So ask yourself, why do I think that people are not in my side? When do you start thinking that? Like, when was it? Go back to that place, to that deep discomfort. I don't want to be going too deep here, woohoo stuff, right? But we should understand that. Everything gonna clarify and things and understand why you do the things you do, right? So that's the second thing. Ask yourself, why am I having this me versus them and me versus the role? And you just feel like there's no energy. That's why people feel like they have social those social batteries because they are putting this front to protect themselves because they think they need to protect themselves from these people, me versus them, me versus everybody. It doesn't work like that at all. Remove that mask, be comfortable of who you are. And it doesn't mean if you who you are needs to stay who you are. I'm not saying that. Who you are is not anxious. He doesn't care about other people. He can do whatever he wants. Fuck everybody in a very respectful way. And it's like at ease. So when I tell you that be yourself, be your authentic true self means if you feel ease and relief, just being, not doing, not having, just staying there. How do you feel? Okay. I'm gonna exercise that you can do right now. Close your eyes, right? So it's just right now. When you close your eyes, sink into your body. I know we're not gonna get too woohoo here, but sink into your body. And out of 10, rate how do you feel inside your body? How much you rate? Do you feel some tenseness? You feel like uncomfortable in your skin? You feel like shit, I can't. Oh, I can't. I need my phone. I need to eat. I need to escape that. Escape that feeling. That's the thing you need to remove. That's the thing that's like actually governing your whole damn social life and anything, everything. So if you rate yourself below 8, then that's the thing that you need to fix, not other things, right? But that. That's how you can see that that's your authentic self. Your authentic self is not scared. He doesn't need to fight against something. He doesn't need to prove somebody. Doesn't need to get some validation at all. He's whole. He creates from this place. Okay, back to the main topic, right? That's how you start becoming this guy. Not saying like me versus them, but me and them. And that's then let's create something, not me versus them. So ask yourself from this moment, every time you go to your social situations, if you feel like people are against you, ask yourself, why do I feel that? Like, why do I think that? It's because how they look at me? How's that? Maybe they are just judging themselves, being insecure about themselves, projecting things onto you, and you interpret it, I can say a word, the thing, assuming that they are judging you, but they are just like projecting their own things onto you, right? So ask yourself, why do I feel like they are not in masa? Once you do that, everything is going to be easier. I'm telling you, it's really, really crucial, this one shift. I'm telling you, once you do this, you don't feel like you need to have this tensed up anxiousness or anything, or on your family, or on your partner, or your friends, anybody, because you feel like they're with you, they're on you. If they say something negative, anything, right? Come from this place as empathy, understanding, like this guy is going through something, this somebody's going through something. You don't know. Any more empathy towards them. And the thing is, once you start doing this, you are going to feel so at ease, so comfortable in your own skin. You don't need to prove anything. And people are gonna say, like, how do you go about feeling this isness? But I can see that you don't care. Like you just like in a good way. They can see that aura. Like people say, like, oh, what is this aura and everything? It's just being their authentic self. They don't have to pretend to someone they are not. That's when you see, like, when people try to pretend that they are not, you clearly see their intentions behind it. You can clearly see that. When the intention is not good, they can come across awkward and everything because they're trying to pretend who they're not. Just being you, mean the authentic one that is not all those BS, means you need to understand what's going on inside and working from there. I don't know, like this, like some spiritual woohoo stuff. But once you do this, bro, that's the whole thing. So realize people aren't against you. It's just your brain thinking that they are. If you find this video to be helpful, like a whole free community down below, link in the description. I'm giving away one more free calls. I also have a weekly calls inside, and if that feels something like the story free, by the way, small plug. If you want to just join in, they are having around 150 people, 150 men. And if that's something you feel like you want to surround yourself with people who are going and coming their true, authentic self, not pretending something that they are not, then I'll see you inside. All right. Take care.